Hi, I'm George Reiser. Welcome to Days with a T for Thursday, November 13th, 2008. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the $700 billion bailout for the savings and loan industry. I understand not wanting our economy to self-destruct, but on the other hand, there's been a significant indication that the bailout money that comes from taxpayers' pockets will continue to fund foolish, frivolous, and wasteful business as usual in American commerce. Witness the outlandish soiree that was taken by commerce giant AIG just days after the bailout, spending more than $400,000 on a lavish resort time for its executives. The backlash for that was so intense that AIG actually canceled another that was to be held shortly after that at the posh Ritz-Carlton Resort in Half Moon Bay, California. At exactly the same time that was happening, the New York Daily News reported that AIG had spent $86,000 on a partridge hunt in England the same week that they received a second bailout loan of $37.5 billion. Wow. And now, 3 days ago, news is released that the Fed has given both American Express Company and its affiliate, American Express Travel-Related Services Company, full bank status. Now what that means is that 4 days before the deadline for companies to sign up for some handout from the $700 billion that you and I have spent, the Fed expedited the application from American Express so that they'd be eligible for part of the loot. Why? Why hurry to add this company to the list of eligible companies when it wasn't serving that corporate function under that corporate title when the collapse occurred? The collapse that the bailout was supposed to bail us out from. Why pay money to a company that wasn't in that particular corporate status before, but now there's a ton of taxpayer money at stake, they decide to be that particular type of business or to have that particular status? And certainly the federal government would look out for our assets, right? Nearly 2 decades of welfare for the rich and right-wing fostering of big business and big industry are culminated in the statement from the Federal Reserve Board about the decision to hurry through Amex's status so that they could take some of the bailout money. Their official comment: in light of the unusual and exigent circumstances affecting the financial markets and all other facts and circumstances, the Federal Reserve Board has determined that emergency conditions exist that justify expeditious action on this proposal. Here in the Washington, D.C. area, it's reported that Troop 558 of the Boy Scouts of America has applied for bank status. Can you imagine the fine silk sleeping bags they'll be able to afford with the money from the bailout? They'll be chauffeured to their 5-mile hikes. God bless you and good luck, Amex and Troop 558, in your newfound bank status. Enjoy the money. Taxpayers have lots. I'm George Reiser, and this is Days with a T for Thursday, November 13th, 2008. I'll see you next time. Have yourself a great day.